Hey there, this is a short video on how you can optimally generate SolidJS code using Locofy. So what we'll initially do is we will convert the given design to React code. Then we'll use an LLM to then convert the React code to SolidJS code and optimally get the requisite final result. So let's start by creating a new project. So let's press create new. We can create a project called SolidJS demo. We can choose our team. We will choose web frameworks. We will choose React. We'll choose not to use CSS variables to simplify the structure for now. And we can choose to create the code. Next, we will not be using any library. We'll use the default HTML. You can select on the element and you can convert it to code. Now, Locofy Lightning is running over here. It'll automatically detect the component and its appropriate properties. And let's take a look. So as you can see over here, we have been able to generate the code for the listing item. We have the following props that are created: listing title, subtitle, rating, price, and superhost. These were the props that were defined in Figma. We have one extra prop that we want to define, which is for the background image. So let's make the quick change. You can go to edit, you can go to components, you can edit the listing item. We want to create an additional prop for image. We can call it value, and that's it. We have been able to add one more dynamic prop for the image itself. Once we have pressed done, we've got all the appropriate properties created, and we can choose to now sync the code to the Locofy builder. You can press sync, you can sync the code to the Locofy builder, and you can sync it as a screen. Once this has been done, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the builder. On the builder, we will just take a very quick look. We will verify that we can see the listing item with the different props, and all the props are actually created, and you can see that function correctly. We also have created the default values. Next, what we want to do is we want to actually get this code into our local SolidJS repository. So let me show you what I have. So we have a SolidJS application that I have created. This is currently running, and this is the default screen that we are seeing here. Now is you can go to the Locofy icon at the bottom, and you can pull a single fine line dependencies. When you click that, you will be redirected to first select a project. So for us, our project is called SolidJS demo. So let's select it. Next, it'll ask us what file do we want. So we actually want listing item. Let's select listing item. And what you will see is we have pulled the appropriate codes. We've pulled the React code. We've pulled the CSS. Not only this, but we've also pulled the assets that are required. Once we have this, what we want to do is we want to use any LLM and write the prompt, convert the React code to SolidJS code. Now that we have got the React code, we'll just copy this code, and we can use any LLM. So I'm using something called Beto, which is available within VS Code itself. It's a free free assistant that you can use. So the prompt that we give it is convert the React code to SolidJS code. And what you're going to do is you're going to press enter, and you can select the selected code that you have in the IDE. You can click on that button, and that'll get added, and you can press enter. It'll take a couple of seconds for it to generate the code. Once the code is generated, we will simply copy this and we will paste it back into our repository. Now that we have the code generated, what we're going to do is we're going to come here, you're going to press the copy button, select all the code and replace it. Once the code has been replaced, the next thing that we want to do is we want to add it within our app.tsx. So we can go to the Locofy builder. Once we go to the Locofy builder, you can see the listing item being used. So you can copy it and you can come back into your application and you can paste it possibly after the listing tag. You can save it, you can right click and format the document. Once that is done, it's going to give you an error, so you can add the import statement. Once that has been done, you can see that the application has loaded, and we can go to SolidJS and press reload. You will be able to now see your component. One thing over here is with respect to some of your fonts. Currently, the fonts are not added, so we are using the default browser. But in case you want to add your own fonts as well, we can go back to Locofy. All we need is our global.css, so you can copy the code for the globals.css. You can come back into your IDE. In the index.cs, we will just basically add this on top and replace this. Once the Google font has been added, you can see that the font that is here has been updated and you're now good to go. Let me know if you have any questions and feel free to reach out should you have anything. Thank you.